caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the crossfire.
What's going on, everybody? So today what I'm going to be doing is I am going to mix a thing of hardener and resin to saturate this bottom and that bottom and all up on the edges. Then I'm gonna let it sit and dry, and then I'm gonna come back in and silicone all the corners and all the way on the bottom, everywhere, even around the window frames, everything. But first I gotta put my trimming here and on that side, this side, and as you can see, that's done. This I put on that day I did that video, and I also gotta put on the bottom and then the sides. That end down there, I think I'm just going to leave it just the way it is. So let's go ahead and start mixing up some resin and hardening, and go ahead and start doing this bottom and then do the other one. But before we get to that, I like to let everybody know that a really good friend of ours just stopped by a minute ago, and it's like 1 o'clock right now, 1:30, some shit like that, and he gave me this piece of driftwood. I guess he had around for about, I don't know, 20 years. It's pretty heavy, and he had it up hanging on his wall. I've seen this thing hung up on his wall before, and screw there, screw over there. I gotta make sure I get those out of there before I put it in the tank. But he gave me that. And then the other day he also gave me this. He paints houses and found this laying in the yard and thought I would like to have it. So I said yeah. So I got some driftwood. He's gonna be bringing me a lot more. So I'm pretty excited for that, because I think what I'm going to do is do all natural stuff inside my tank, but also incorporating all my skulls that I have, maybe my reefs, I don't know. And as you guys can see, the fish are still doing good. They're all doing amazing. My wife got 2 betas, so we got one in here with the iridescent shark and with the iridescent sharks and a rainbow shark. She's doing great. And then the other one's in her guppy tank. So let's go ahead and get to work, guys. Let's do this shit, shall we?
The shame, the ones who died with blame. 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 The shame, the ones who
hours later.
So as you guys can tell, I went ahead and put my PVC piping in with my bulkheads. I'm gonna go ahead and seal those down too, because sometimes the bulkheads these plastic protectors, grommets, rubber grommets between these, don't really work well. So I'm just going to silicone it down to the actual stuff that I already saturated with the bottom with the resin and hardener. So hopefully that will give it an extra seal, and then when I go in with my silicone, I'm going to come around it again, and then when I come in with my pond shield, I'm going to paint it. So that way it's extra protection, extra sealed up. So I went ahead and did that, and I went ahead and set up where I want my return at, my pump, with my shut-off valve, and then my plumbing for my dry box right there. It's going to be a flat piece of board with hundreds of holes in it. When the water goes into it, it's going to span all over the whole board and trickle down into bio balls, and then into a filter underneath the wall, back up into some more filters, down into a wall, and then this whole area is all going to be open for fish and my live plants and everything else. I'm going to do the same design on that side too, with my draining system going that way towards the laundry room, which is on the other side. And I'm going to do an overflow box just like I did right here. I'm going to do a miniature overflow box for my pump, so that way the water can flow into the pump area and then pump it back up. That way I can have another extra filter going. So that's how I'm going to design my sub tank, and it will have a big old nice viewing panel too. It will have two sections because of this. We'll split it, so we'll have two viewing sections, and I'll be able to access it and everything else behind the tank when I get that storage room all cleaned out and put everything into the garage, because I'm going to use that storage area for all my equipment for my fish and for my aquariums. So, but I still got to cut these out, so I still got to do that, and I still got to silicone the inside of the edges, just the corners and the floor, nothing else, none of this up here like I did with the black. None of that, none of this stuff up here. I'm not going to silicone none of that, just the floor and the sides. So let's go ahead and get to it, guys. Actually, you know what? I think this floor is still a little wet. It is, so I'm going to just leave that alone. I think I'm going to just hit this tomorrow. So this is it, guys. This is the video for today. So leave a comment, share, subscribe, whatever. And also, like I said in my last video, I don't know if you guys actually watched the whole entire video or whatnot, but if I'm making these videos too long, let me know, so that way I could figure out a different way to downsize my videos, which I'm pretty good at doing, so I'll just go ahead and do that if it's too long. If you guys like the way I make my videos, sweet, I'll keep doing it and whatnot. So there's an update for my big tank right now, guys. Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a day. So peace out, guys. I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope you enjoy the video. I'm out.